Hello traders and welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And as you can see, last week our analysis was spot on. We were expecting DXY to make a slow push towards the upside and at some point the price to go down into a correction. So the way things are looking right now, the market needs to correct here. Like I was saying last week, my bias is a bit bearish for the DXY at this moment in time for the next week or the next 2 weeks. So this means that at some point, even if this goes up a bit, I'm expecting here a drop, correction, and another drop. So basically here, this is a consolidation that I'm waiting for DXY to make. So in the near future, expect this bearish scenario short term. So keep an eye on it. If you get these symbols here, don't try and catch it because it's dangerous. If this symbols happens, then wait for this consolidation to occur, and then you can go with this sell setup. But we have a long way to go there. Let's wait and see how the chart will unfold. And for now, we have to wait for this first impulse, like I was saying. Also, we can watch this trend line as well. So keep an eye on it, because this could be a good indication that the market will start dropping. So let's wait for the impulse correction, and then we see if we can get this move towards the downside. Before we move on to EURUSD, I would like to invite you guys to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, also enable your notification bell, and if you want to check out our previous analysis, you can find the link in the video description below. We want to offer you guys full transparency on what we do. We know that in this particular field of activity, many people tend to flex with their profits and analysis, but without proving any background. So we would like to prove that to you. Even if the analysis is good or bad, doesn't matter. We have to be 100% transparent with you. So if you want to go and have a look at the previous analysis to see how it unfolded, you can check the link in the video description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? So now let's move on to EURUSD. And as I was saying last week, you can see here from the drawings on my chart that I was expecting the price to continue to make lower lows here and at some point to start a consolidation. We didn't get this consolidation, but instead the price dropped exactly as we expected it to do. But for this week, I'm expecting here the price to give us some sort of a signal to go up and start a consolidation here. But for that, we have to wait and see what happens. We might break this low one more time. So let's let the market unfold a bit, then wait for impulse towards the upside, wait for it to break this area. And if we get here a pullback, then we can try and trade this move towards the upside. But this will be short-lived. I'm expecting here a deeper consolidation. So let's wait and see, because this one has a nice potential to go to the upside in the short term. So we have to be prepared to catch this bullish move, okay? For pound USD, last week I was expecting pound USD to drop, and as you can see from my chart, the price dropped and broke this low here as we were expecting it to do. So we have here more than 200 pips, 240 pips. We had two scenarios in play. I was expecting one of it to completely drop from this area here and break this low, and the second one was move towards the upside, break this top again, and then fall. So the second scenario unfolded, and the way things are looking, let's wait for it to give us a sign. Let me put the MACD on the chart so we can have a clear idea on what's happening here. So as you can see, we have a bit of divergence between these two lows, this one and this one. So what I'm expecting next for pound USD, the way this is looking here, this might make a small pullback, drop again, and then start this consolidation that we expect. Okay, so this one I won't advise you guys to trade it right now. Let's wait for something clear. We just made a new lower low, so the market could continue to drop and without giving any setup. But if that is the case, we'll wait for a deeper consolidation here, like I highlighted on the chart. So we'll see what happens. And if this happens, then we'll definitely be prepared for this sell, and we'll update you later on. For dollar yen, last week I was expecting dollar yen to make a consolidation, and as you can see, the analysis was spot on. Then we were saying that after this consolidation is over, the price will break the top one more time. We just tagged the top, barely broke it. We have a wick here that went above this level and made a new higher high. So for this week, I'm expecting here consolidation. one more push towards the upside. But as far as I can see, the price here might continue to make higher highs, and if you see the price starting to lose momentum here, then this is a good sign that the price will definitely correct at some point, drop, and then continue its way up. Okay, so let it do what it is doing here. I won't advise you guys to trade it because it's unclear for now. If let's say if you get here a small consolidation, you can do a hit and run and trade this one with your target being above this level. But I won't advise you to do that. But this is the only slot that I can see here for dollar yen. Personally, I'll let it unfold a little bit. So no trades for me personally. For Australian dollar versus the US dollar, last week I was expecting the price to continue dropping, but in a slow manner. And as you can see here, the price ranged the whole week. And what I'm expecting next for Australian dollar versus the US dollar, I'm going to be expecting here this consolidation to finish and then drop one more time. This would be my forecast for this week on Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Keep in mind that this correction here could develop into something deeper, so it might crawl its way up here and then drop. But for now, what I'm expecting, because we don't have divergence between this low and this low, as you can see on my MACD here, I'm expecting here a deeper consolidation and then a move towards the downside. So let me make things clear for you guys. Let me draw this again, because I want you to get the best possible outcome. Let's wait for this to pull back, make a deeper consolidation, and then when we reach this level here, we're gonna see if we get a reaction towards the downside. If not, let it do whatever it is doing. So until then, we will focus on something else. For dollar CAD, last week I was expecting the price to make a pullback or a consolidation here above the trend line. So the way things are looking right now, the price made the consolidation, but it was a small one. Let me delete the drawings here. So like I was saying, I was expecting here a deeper pullback and then a move towards the upside, but instead the price made a small correction here and then went back up. My bias hasn't changed. I'm advising you guys to not jump in any buys until we get something deeper here and then go towards the upside, because this is pretty sharp. Wait for a pullback, because everything that goes like this, and as you can see it's moving very messy, should drop at some point for a correction to take out some orders here, some liquidity, and then prepare the next big wave. So for me personally, I'll let the price drop and then we'll engage in any buy setups if that's the case. Moving on to gold. For gold, last week I was expecting the price to drop again and take out this low. If you remember, I was saying that the price will crawl its way down, take out this low, and I didn't advise you guys to trade it. I was saying that if you want to trade it towards the upside, but only if you get a strong breakout from this trend line and a consolidation. If not, I'm not that sure that this is enough for me to convince me to go for a buy setup, because this can easily start making something messy here and then drop again. So last week's analysis still stands. I'm gonna be waiting for the price here to break out, consolidate, and if this happens, then I'm gonna go with the buy setups. Until then, I'm gonna be waiting, so no need to trade when that happens. And as you may notice, when I have something clear, I give you guys the setup, but when not, I prefer to stay away, even if this week that is coming right now could be a slow one. And in either case, even if I won't have any trades here to take, I won't be upset about that. I'm gonna be waiting for the setups to unfold, because discipline is key in this kind of times and in trading. And if the market doesn't give you a setup, it's pretty simple, don't trade. So that's what we're gonna do here. If we don't get this setup with gold or with any other pair that we expect, we won't trade it. We're gonna be focusing on the market structure and see how it will develop in the future. And nothing more than that. Okay, so be wise and protect your capital, your account. Don't engage in any stupid trades just for the sake of trading, because if you do that, you don't stand a chance in this game. So let's move on to silver. And for silver, our analysis was spot on. We were expecting last week here the price to make a consolidation, as you can see from my drawings. I also expected the possibility that this would break the low, but I said that even if it breaks this low here, I'm still biased towards the upside. But as you can see from my drawings, I wasn't that sure that the price will break the low. I was saying that if we break here the red line, we will gonna go up if we get a consolidation here. So the way things are looking right now, you can see that we broke that red line. I'm gonna be drawing it again for you. Now it's a yellow line. So what we have to do next is to wait here for the price to give us a consolidation. And if that happens, then we're gonna go and trade this towards the upside, because like I said in every video for a while now, I'm very bullish on silver. I'm expecting it to go to the 27, 28, even $30 level in the medium to long term. So keep your eyes out for this setup. If this unfolds, don't miss it. It might be the trade of the week. We can get a lot of pips here, close to 300, 400 pips if we're lucky, but let's wait and see. For oil, last week I was expecting the price here to make a consolidation, and as you can see, the price unfolded exactly like we expected it to do. So we were expecting this move to happen and then the price to make one more drop. So far so good. We broke this low here, so the way things are looking here, the price might go back up here again, drop again, and then we'll see if we get our buy setup. Until then, we have to patiently wait for the price to develop. Don't jump in any stupid trades. This doesn't convince me that this will be the one that will go from here, because we have a pretty strong impulse behind us. So this might drop a bit. We have here plenty of liquidity sitting around this level, so we have to watch that level for a reaction. Okay, so let's wait again for oil. If nothing happens, we're gonna focus on something else. For natural gas, last week I was expecting the price to drop and then start a new wave towards the upside, and as you can see, the analysis was spot on. It went to the pip. So the way things are looking for natural gas, let the price break this area here. If it comes back up and breaks this level here, wait for consolidation and then go with your buy setup. If that happens, then I encourage you to trade it. If not, don't trade it inside here, because this can easily go up and then drop again. This is also a possibility. We don't negate this scenario. So wait for it to break outside of this line. Let me change the color for you. I'm gonna make a yellow line here. Wait for the price to break outside the yellow line, consolidate, and then if that happens, you can go with your buy setup. Now let's move over to the stock market and start off with S&P. And S&P, like I was expecting next week, consolidated, started the consolidation. I'm still expecting this for the coming week, so nothing changed on S&P. So wait for this wave here to finish this correction, and then go with this sell setup if you want. Personally, I won't trade it towards the downside, because this doesn't give me confidence about anything, because I don't like the move that preceded it. So I would have liked to see something more sharp, not moving in a messy manner with small candles. So for me, the next move here from an analysis point of view is a move towards the downside, take out this low, and then I'm gonna be looking for a buy setup if it's the case. If not, let it drop, break the low. This is my forecast for the coming week, and then we'll update you in the following week. Okay. For NASDAQ, as you can see, we're expecting here a consolidation similar to the S&P. Even though we got this strong wave towards the upside, you can see what happens if you are not patient. For example, if you'd have bought here in this area, you'd have been caught with your guard off, because the price sharply dropped, and you'd have been taken out either for break even if you would have been lucky, or with a small loss. So that's why I'm emphasizing every time to wait for the setup. Don't jump in, because this will kill you. It will eventually kill your account. It will kill your discipline. So no need to lose energy on this kind of setups. Let it unfold here. So for example, this week I'm expecting the price to correct again, drop one more time, and then we'll update you later on. As you can see, we don't have divergence on the MACD, so this is a good indication that the price will fall again, break this low, and then we'll see if we go up or not. But for now, let's focus on this one. I don't advise you guys to trade it. It's a bit messy, so better to focus on something else. Dow Jones. For Dow Jones, last week I was expecting the price to correct, so the price is still in that phase here. It's dropping, but it's dropping slowly. So the next move for me will be a deeper pullback and then another drop to take out this low. I'm not going to be focusing on the sell setup. I'm very bullish on all the indexes, and until then, until the correction unfolds, I'm going to be waiting patiently for my buys to occur. and for now we have a bit more to wait because the market is consolidating. So for Dow Jones, wait for it to break this low here, wait for this consolidation to finish. It can be a deeper one, it can retest these levels. I presume that there are a lot of sellers from big institutions involved in here, and wait for them to push the price back up, drop again, take out the retail traders, and then we'll be focusing on our buy setup. For Nifty, last week I was expecting the price to drop. We still expect this week this consolidation to continue. The price is very messy. I would advise you guys to focus on something else because here, as you can see, this will continue to drop in my opinion, and no need for us to get engaged in this kind of moves where you don't have a chance to stay in a trade because the price is moving up and down, even though here it looks simple, it looks like a downtrend, a short-term downtrend. You wouldn't stand a chance in this kind of moves because the price moving up and down means that it will take out your stops and it will play with your emotions. So for Nifty, wait for this consolidation to finish and then we'll update you later on. Moving on to the crypto market, for Bitcoin, we are in the same place that we were last week. We were expecting this consolidation here to unfold and then another drop towards this level here. The 24,000 level is the next area to watch for me. And other than that, I won't be focusing on any buy setups for now, even though the price might go up towards these levels here, towards this area. Even if it goes like this, I'm not going to be buying it. I'm going to be waiting patiently for my level here. Short term, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. Medium term to long term, I'm bullish. I'm expecting this one to hit $35,000 level, even 40K if we're lucky, and then we'll see what happens. But for that, we need to be a bit patient because as you can see here, we are in a big range. So I was telling you guys in the previous videos, if this happens, we don't trade it inside the range, even if we get setups, we'll wait for the price to break out and then see what happens next. So let's wait for it to break out towards the downside, and if it reaches this level here, the 23,000, 24,000 level, this area, I'm going to be looking for my buy setups if we get a reaction. If not, leave it alone. We have plenty of time to focus on its development, so we don't need to rush things up. Now moving on to Ether. For Ether last week, same, I was expecting the consolidation week, so as you can see, the market is in the same place. Let me delete the drawings. And for this week, similar to Bitcoin, I'm expecting Ether to pull back, maybe go a bit more towards the upside and then drop again before going back up and taking out this top eventually. But we are a bit far from that, so we need to wait for this consolidation to finish, wait for the move to go down and make a new lower low here, see what happens next if we get a reaction. If not, we'll stay away, and then we can see if we will go with the buys. For XRP, last week I was expecting the price similar to Bitcoin and Ether to correct and then drop one more time. And as you can see on my chart, the way things are looking right now, the price is moving inside this consolidation, expecting it to go one more move towards the upside and then drop again. Okay. So with that being said, that should be all for today. But before we close the stream, I would like to invite you guys in the comment section below to leave us a comment if you have any other request for an instrument that you want us to analyze in our future streams. If yes, don't hesitate and jump in below the comment section and leave us your pair, your instrument, your asset, and we'll gladly do an analysis for you in our next streams. And also don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends. And with that being said, have a wonderful week ahead. Happy trading. Don't over risk. Trade with care. And see you on the next one.